What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I got a very special guest in the house, the one and only Andy Rue. Welcome back.
Andy Rue. Yo, this isn't clickbait. I know it sounds a little crazy, but I actually have never heard Prince before. Ever. It's not clickbait.
You've never heard any of his music?
None of his music. I know you guys probably think that's unbelievable, but I don't know what this dude sounds like. Anything.
So this is what's funny, you guys. If I'm being honest, the other day, I was talking to him because he started. If you guys haven't seen, he has a reaction channel first and foremost. Andy Rue Reacts. I'll tag him in the description. Go over there and request reactions. He's doing reactions. He's a pianist, a producer, an engineer. He's from Gen Z, so he has a different perception of things, and I just think it's fun to see that. That's why he's a reoccurring guest on the channel. But we were talking, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm excited to get into Prince. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, I've never heard Prince before.
Ever.
And I was like, bro, you have to come over here and pop your cherry on this channel.
Yeah. On camera. On camera.
Like, dog, this is insanity.
It's crazy.
So, what were we going to say?
I was going to say, well, when he passed, that was like the first time I ever heard his name ever in my life. Because my mom, and anyone on my channel knows this, but like we grew up listening to like contemporary Christian music and stuff. Like she didn't really get into like pop music from like the 80s and when she was growing up and stuff. So they were like, Prince died, oh my gosh. And I was like,
you're like, who's Prince?
I was like, who's Prince?
That's crazy. All right, well, we're gonna introduce this youngster to Prince. And we're going to do it through Purple Rain. I think that's the way to go. But what's fun is this is just the first reaction. What I wanted to do is kind of segue you guys to his channel and just go crazy in these comments in his on what he should react to Prince. Because I've told him he should react to everything Prince on his channel. I'll tell him some stuff I think he should check out behind the scenes. But you guys go crazy. If you're here for a first-time reaction, a blind reaction to actual introduction, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, you guys, I'm going to take down this logo and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want access to these reactions early, we have a membership on this channel as well. There's a link in the description. Gives you early access. I try to update it every day. There's a big catalog that hasn't been released yet. Other than that, thanks for the support. Huge shout out to all the members on the channel. Let's get this show on the road. Now, I would advise you to go check out Prince on his official YouTube channel. Stream his music, purchase the music, support the original content creator. What we're doing over here is not a substitute. I'm not redistributing the music. We're going to hit pause, give commentary, talk about the track, all that stuff. But support the music the way it was intended to be supported, and let's go. All right, man, so just to fill you in just a little bit, because I'm getting hip to Prince more. Like, I've heard, like Little Red Corvette and stuff like that, but this is from the movie Purple Rain. So he put out a movie called Purple Rain, which had definitely a cultural impact.
Really?
So that's a whole thing as well.
Really?
But the craziest thing about Prince is this fool could play like almost every instrument.
Dang, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I wish I was like Prince.
Yeah. No, it's actually kind of insane.
Really?
So,
Okay.
This, I feel like, is his big track, so let's vibe. I always forget it's like a 8-minute joint, or this performance is.
Yeah.
But,
I've always heard the name Purple Rain, too. Like, whenever I hear Prince, I hear Purple Rain, so I guess now I'm going to be discovering it
Yeah, here
for
we
the
go.
first time.
Let's go. for a little context in the movie, there was a very climactic moment. I won't spoiler alert it. And so this is like this performance, and you can feel the tension in the air. But we'll get to the music here.
I'm rocking with the eyeliner. He's he's got like the little like neck. He kind of looks like a founding father. That's my first impressions on Prince.
His outfit.
yeah.
You got the. Oh man. All right, let's just rock. Here we go, Prince.
I'd like to dedicate this to my father, Francis L. It's a song the girls in the band wrote, Lisa and Wendy. I never meant to call you in your sorrow. I never meant to call you in your pain. I'm the one who wants to have you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
The voice is very unique. It's pretty unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was expecting he walked up kind of looking like giving Michael Jackson vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Does not sound like that at all. I'll be
Facts.
honest. Yeah. The other thing I noticed from production level, production experience, that's the most aggressive delay I've ever heard on someone's voice. Like every word is like the same volume, like the little delays after it.
Okay. Yeah.
Like purple rain, rain, purple rain, rain.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing I noticed. That's a little smaller of a detail, but that's It's very 80s. It's very 80s.
It's crazy because as I get into the Prince phenomenon, or the phenomenon we call Prince, he has produced and written so much music for so many different groups
Really?
in this pocket. And I would just argue like he created this sound that kind of, you know what I mean? Like
Carried
he,
the 80s.
or carried a pocket of this
Yeah.
moment in
Wow.
time.
Okay.
You know, I even think his fashion sense, like, I don't know, watching that movie, I'm sure Purple Rain had this impact, which, you know, I don't know. But this is what's interesting. The first thing you did was like kind of like, oh, Michael Jackson. And there's this unique parallel where it's like, because that's how me and my wife were saying how we kind of wrote Prince off for Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're being honest, the musician in the room is Prince.
Yeah.
Like he's just he's
Really?
the
Yeah.
master of all these different things.
That's
you know?
really cool. That's really
But
cool.
I don't know, and I'm not disparaging MJ
Of
by
course,
any
of course.
chance, you know,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
when we're looking at it on paper, like the different, you know, all the different instruments and stuff, I'm
No,
just
for
like,
sure.
damn, how did I sleep on Prince?
It's really interesting how like a lot of the times like artists will have like these like either like graphical movies or anything, and like the soundtrack from it is like one of their biggest songs. Think like Lose Yourself. You know,
yeah.
like it's kind of crazy. Like it's like that's its own like phenomenon. And
Yeah.
there's other movies like that in autobiographies and stuff. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that is wild. That's
I think it might just have all the marketing backup from the movie itself. Maybe that's what it is.
I have no clue.
I don't know.
But this is one of his bigger songs.
Mhm.
I just looked on Spotify. This is his most streamed song.
It's in the billions for sure, huh?
Well, on Spotify, this one is like 500 million.
Okay.
Yeah, he's getting like 11 million monthly listeners.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
what's weird is the future we're moving into is sounds like Prince, and you're going to be able to go to listen to AI, and it's going to be a derivative of this. That's scary to me. So,
Thumbs down. L.
yeah, facts.
Wow. Oh man, this is a little screamy thing he did there. That was kind of funny. I didn't expect that. It's that lyrically is, I assume, because this is kind of the title track of the movie. It's probably pretty fitting to the story. He's talking about like, I'm sorry, friendship had to end, kind of things like that.
Yeah, there's actually some parallels for sure, for sure. The thing that I thought was unique about your first response to this is how distinct you noticed his voice, and that's what was crazy when you said you had never heard Prince. I was like, well, that's wild because he does have a distinct voice.
Yeah. It's so weird. I'm like just thinking like, how did I never come across any of his music?
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's just like an Andrew thing, or if a lot of people in my generation aren't really familiar with Prince, but they are familiar with Michael Jackson and all the other, big stars from that time, like Queen and everything like that.
Yeah.
But it could just be me. It could just be uncultured. but I just can't believe that I know nothing about Prince.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about how he came up. I don't know anything about his story. Like, I don't.
It's interesting because I'm putting you in front of something. This is one of his bigger tracks, Laid Back. I really enjoy it, but he has party music and stuff like that. So it'll be, man, you guys go crazy, and I'll throw him some alley oops. But yeah, it'll be fun.
It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you want a leader, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close it. And let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain. You know what I'm saying about up here? Come on, raise your hand. Purple rain, purple rain.
Shredded.
Yeah.
Definitely performer.
Yeah, he is going crazy, and when I think about like the intricacies in the music too, how it's just kind of riding, it just lets him do this crazy solo. He's actually, a lot of people tell me he's one of the greatest guitarists.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, this song's very slow, it's very like ballady kind of, and I think it gives him a lot of space to like really be free on that guitar solo, and I think he's taking advantage of that a lot, kind of creating his own little melodies and own little almost like letting the guitar speak a little bit. That's kind of what I noticed about how he's using it. And I know this is a movie and he's definitely acting out a little bit, but if he performs anything like this, like in person, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty cool. It's very theatrical. I like it.
yeah, he is definitely a theatrical performer. There's a wild performance he did with Tom Petty. I'll put you on to some stuff, but one of the things that kind of trips me out about the whole Prince phenomena is that, man, there was something I was going to tell you. Oh, I refuse to believe that you haven't heard a Prince song. So have you ever heard Doves Cry? When Doves Cry? Little Red Corvette? Little Red Corvette.
No.
I
think
Let's
that when
Go
Doves
Crazy?
Cry, maybe one of my clients in the studio, I think, might have had a beat that like sampled it, because that does sound kind of familiar, but I've never heard that song.
Oh, hold on. The party joint. Party over, up, out of time. Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999.
I've heard that phrase, but I don't think I've heard the song.
Really?
It's amazing. I've never heard anything.
I actually, as we were listening to this, it almost popped out of my brain because there's so many thoughts in my head. But I was like, oh no, like, you know how there's just a song everyone's heard, and Party Like It's 1999 shows up in movies. It's just one of those like end of the year type of.
And maybe I have, but like I just it's not ringing a bell at all. That's hilarious.
It's fine. We should do a night that for like and put that out on New Year's.
That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny. Party Like It's 2026.
Give some requests and you know all that stuff in the comments. We actually kind of hated because we cut off during his solo and people hate that.
Yeah,
but
I know. People don't.
Hey, you know, it's illegal to bob your head and
Apparently.
just watch videos on YouTube. It's called content farming.
Yeah.
You have to hit pause and, you know, speak.
I've had some people get mad at me like, "Why do you talk? Just let it play." I'm like,
Bye, hater.
bye.
All right, let's I brought it back so we can re-listen to this lovely guitar he's playing.
Like that's a really like standout melody that he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his falsettos there.
Yeah, he's ripping.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of the song. I think him just going, just letting it all. I wanted to do it just then, but I was like, nah. You know, I'm only on Team Light Skin. I can't sing like Team Light Skin.
Yeah. Nice. He definitely looks like an icon, that's for sure.
We just introduced Gen Z to Prince.
Yeah, first time.
That's insane.
If you had asked me, like, before we started it, like, what do you think this is gonna sound like? It would not have been that at all. I would have thought just by his image, it really would have been like some Michael Jackson kind of very like funky, groovy, like even more like of a feminine voice kind of thing going on. But that's not at all what he sounded like. You know, it was very very expressive. He has this very normal guy voice. Slow track, not super groovy. I'm sure he has plenty of those, but yeah, no, that is not at all what I expected it to sound like.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, you saying like the image almost didn't match up with the music, which is really cool. That's a standout thing artists can do. It really propels them. And I think in today's age, I think people try to do too much. Like I think Prince is like an archetype and a blueprint, you know, a trendsetter in that way where it was like, you know, just think about it. Like he's a musician that could play so many instruments, yet when you saw him, he just jumped out with expression, you know, visually. Yeah. And it speaks a lot because nowadays I think people just put on the clown suit and don't have any talent.
Yeah, it's very performative instead of like just being expressive. I think those are two very different things, you know. And this is very expressive. It's not like he's he's probably not even trying to do anything like specific. He's just doing himself, just expressing himself in the ways that he feels. I think that's really cool. And then you mentioned a lot that he like kind of does all the instruments. Is that how it is in the production? Like, is he producing the whole thing together, or does he have like a band?
I believe so. I'm still learning. So when I got to Prince, like, you know, I think Party, like 1999, there were songs that I've heard. I just never was like, yo, like Little Red Corvette I knew.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a radio banger, but I just, I'm still learning about Bro Man. You know, like, I don't know if you're familiar with that artist, Sinead O'Connor, but she has this song, I think it's Nothing Compares to You, and Prince wrote it.
Really?
And like it's kind of like her moment in time where she blew up off of that song, but he wrote it, you know?
I wonder if he's kind of like the Ryan Tedder of his generation. You know Ryan Tedder?
I know.
I think he's from I want to say One Republic or some sort of band, but this dude writes so many songs, like Ed Sheeran songs, like tons of just Ryan Tedder's on like everything kind of thing. It's kind of like Benny Blanco or like, you know.
Okay.
So I wonder if that's kind of what his role kind of at the time was just like this massive songwriter that just wrote for everyone kind of thing.
I think, I don't know. I'm still learning, but we gonna get there.
Nice. First time Prince reaction.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, he did that, y'all.
I did that.
Jump on over to his channel. Also go crazy in the comments what he should check out. And I promise you, like, I think as early as today or tomorrow, he's going to be recording.
Yes.
So let's get it popping. Anyways, thanks for showing up. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Always support the original content creator by checking them out on their platforms. We'll see you later.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.